Is that cute or no? I really don't even know what I was supposed to wear in this video, so this kind of just like came together. But in reality, it never really matters what I'm wearing in the video because, girl, you can never see like below like here. So all I need to do is make sure I look cute at the top.
Almost made you love me. Almost made you cry. Almost made you happy, babe. Didn't I? You almost had me thinking.
Now the girls knew that I was gonna come talk about this if you've been seeing my tweets or if you were on my live the other day. And you know, it's been a little while since I've done like a celebrity tea kind of video because, like I said, that's not my specialty. It's not what I do all the time. However, y'all have let OT Optimus Prime Genesis just troll way too much for my liking, and I feel like I need to say something because the situation is getting way out of hand. Like, you got people talking about people's kids, you got people making borderline anti-gay homophobic jokes, you got a lot of stuff happening, and girl, it's gotten out of control. So I have been appointed by the girls to speak on the matter. And this is what I understand that happened. OT Genesis was trolling Keyshia Cole and made a remix of one of her songs, okay? Everybody on the entire entity of black social media thought it was the most hilarious thing. I appreciate music, I like music, I like some of Keyshia Cole's songs, and I didn't think that it was funny. Keyshia Cole did not think it was funny, and she asked that people refrain from messing with her songs and taking away from the seriousness that it is. And they're love songs that she's written. Her songs were not meant to be talking about your gang affiliation, girl, or how much you crippin' when you, like, that's just not what Keyshia Cole serves us. She might serve you a fish plate outside of the VMAs or the Grammys, but she's not serving you gang violence, girl. She might serve you a little BET cinema, a little BET reality show special, but she's not a gang member, and that's not what she makes music for. So she asked him to stop. He basically kept doing it, did it again with another one of her songs. There was some back and forth on Instagram past weeks, past months. Then, out of the blue, OT Genesis gets on his Instagram live, and long story short, out of annoyance or whatever, I don't know, he was feeling himself, feeling his forehead, I don't know, and he made a comment about Keyshia Cole smelling like fish. Wait.
Coochie must be just smelling like fish sticks. That's what's going on. He's smelling like fish sticks. Fish sticks.
This is what I'm talking about, y'all. Like, this is like the black woman hate train. We love to hop on the black woman hate train and just let's talk about black women and say they smell like fish and, you know, take their music and make jokes out of it and make everything a joke, and let's get all of our fans to joke on them and make everybody think this is funny, when in reality, if the tables were turned and this was a woman who was taking a man's music and clowning it and making it some dumb stuff, first of all, people wouldn't even thought it was funny. People would not even, nobody would have took it and ran with it, and it would not have got posted and got all these comments, and nobody would have been thinking, oh, this is hilarious, da, 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 da. That would not have happened, okay? Second of all, if it did somehow happen and people did somehow think it was funny and it went viral on social media, it would have been quickly fleeting. It would have came and it would have went. It would have been this ongoing thing. And what happened was, the girls, I'm not gonna say y'all because I feel like my viewers don't participate in this kind of stuff. The girls let him, they hyped him up to think that that was funny and to think that it was okay to disrespect this black woman and disrespect her music. Whether it was a joke or not, that hyped him up to the point where he kept doing it, to the point where he was feeling himself enough to get on live and say the black woman, that she smells like fish. Okay, whether it does or not, I don't know. I don't know if he knows, but what I do know is that at this point, it's very odd because it seems like you have an obsession with Miss Keyshia Cole. It seems like anytime you feel the need to keep speaking on something and you feel the need to keep bringing something up, let me tell you, you're either a fan or you're what? You're a hater. You can also be both. That happens. All the people you could pick on in the music industry, all the grown men that you could pick on that are in the music industry, and you decide to go pick on Keyshia Cole. I'm aware that Keyshia Cole has made some crass comments before, and this could be her karma for it, but I'm pretty sure, like, girl, the karma train left like a few months ago. And I said I wasn't gonna get on here and read him because at the end of the day now, both sides, it's a mess on both sides. I feel like Keyshia Cole's husband, girl, he should have been the one arguing back and forth with OT Genesis, because it does not look good for you, a black man, to be picking and arguing back and forth on social media with this black woman when you started it. You started the whole mess. And now you got Keyshia Cole's sister, Jennifer Titty, whatever her name is. You got her all upset. Now she's all upset. And we all know how hard and how long, how much time Keyshia Cole spent trying to get her family dynamic good, get her family in a good public light, get her family, you know, in Evateria, she was on Y'all to Fix My Life. She's trying to fix her life, girl. She's meditating. And here you come, posted pictures of Keyshia Cole's mama's mugshot. You posted Frankie's mugshot. That's borderline poking fun at her addiction. We don't know. Neffy could spiral at, I mean, not for Neffy. Frankie could spiral out of control any time. Okay, Keyshia Cole's family, you know, they're not the most stable. So now you're messing with people who could spiral at any time. Initially, when Keyshia Cole's sister responded on the Shade Room, she made a comment and she said something like, she just went off of OT Genesis basically for picking on her sister, and in the process of doing so, she called him a messy bottom. She used the hashtag messy bottom. She also mentioned something about OT Genesis kids, okay? Kids are off limits. The gays are off limits. I don't know if there's rumors or there's some tea going around OT Genesis, you know, being a little sweet, having a little extra sugar in the tank. I don't know, but what I do know is that to my queens, to my women, queens, listen up. Not even just the women, everybody really. When someone pisses you off, when a heterosexual man pisses you off and exhibits traits that are ignorant, that are dumb, that are less than adequate, that are beneath your standards, you cannot just hop on the train and, oh, he's gay. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or you know, you can't just hop on the train like that. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do laugh. So I do laugh because sometimes that is funny. But when you equate, oh, he's gay or that's gay, to something negative, you're coming for all the girls. Every gay friend that you have, you've now insulted them when you say stuff like that. And I'm aware. I make those kind of, I make some jokes sometimes too, but guess what? I'm gay. Like, girl, I'm a part of the club. So, you know what I'm saying? It gets really sticky when you start saying stuff like that because it's like, oh, you gay or you acting like a sissy and da-da-da-da-da. Well, now I'm not no sissy, but what are you trying to say? Sissies is doing your hair and makeup or whatever. Now, I get you don't want your man to be a sissy, but at the end of the day, like, say something else. Make fun of his forehead or something. You know, like, make fun of, like, you know, like, don't, and the kids. The kids are off limit too. Like, let's not talk about people's kids. Y'all need to stop making fun of black women. Y'all need to stop, like, making black women these targets of all your jokes and making them the butt of all your jokes. Because, like, it's just not funny. Like, it's just not funny. And I also want to briefly talk about Miss Bad Barbie, whatever her name is, because she's a nuisance. She's like a banana that has been left out for too long, and just more and more fruit flies are coming from this banana and are just like everywhere, and you're just flying everywhere in your mouth, and you're trying to ignore them, but they're just everywhere, and they're so small. They're so small in comparison to the scheme of the world and the things that you have to really worry about and deal with. But there's so many of them that they're just bothering you. And that's what she is. She's like a fruit fly.
And then another thing I like to say is, y'all say that I try to be black because maybe a reason of me trying to be black because I grew up in the hood. Tarzan, right? The story of Tarzan. Tarzan was with the monkeys. He grew up with that. That's all he knows.
This is the prime example of spare the rod, spoil the child. Not saying that I believe in beating children. Not even saying that I would beat my children, because there's some theories and some research I have to do and to look into about that. However, child, I got slapped up a few times, and I don't think that she should have got slapped up by her mom, but I think that her mom definitely should have grabbed her up once or twice like that. You need to have some respect for yourself and some respect for other people. This is what happens when we give the girls platforms who have no social graces, who have no social couth. If you're not familiar, basically, you know, she's under fire for blackfishing, for, you know, trying to appear on social media as a black woman. She's also under fire for saying the N-word, which, tale as old as time, true as it can be, girl. We should not have to keep talking about this. Don't say it. Don't say it. Like, I don't get it. But what's happened is, I think that she's in an identity crisis. I think that she has lacked some parenting. She's lacked some guidance, and she's lacked some love. And now she's got in this position where she's in the industry, and she has all these people pulling and adding to her and taking away from her, and you know, and she's impressionable. She's a young girl. She's basically a child. Mentally, she's still a child. She's a very young lady, and she's impressionable. She's still mushy. She's like putty. So then, you know, she hops on the internet and she spews out all these things without thinking about them first. It's clownery and it's annoying. Again, these are things that I don't often speak on, but it's crazy because these are the same people that we allow to have these platforms. These are the same people that y'all get on here and follow, the same people that y'all share and post all their stuff. And you know what I'm saying? You have other people that are actually talented. You have other people that are looking for your support, and you won't give it to them, but we feed into it, and we feed into this crap, really. But all in all, what I want to say is, regardless of what Keyshia Cole has said or done, the treatment that she has been receiving from OT Genesis is unwarranted. SMS Bhabie, also stop. Stop saying the N-word. Embrace yourself. Dive into your journey of self-identity. Dive into your journey of self-discovery and figure out who you really are and who you truly want to be, as opposed to trying to fit into these genres and these boxes that have been created for you by the music you like and the clothing you like. And then you will stop offending people, my sis. So that's what I have to say. And that's what that is for the girls. You know, I was gonna come through this video and I was gonna give you a little bit of Indie Irie. I am not my hair. Okay? And you know, I was gonna give you a little bit of that, you know, a little bit of art teacher realness. Do you have your pencils? Also, like, can we really talk about the fact that, like, my birthday was a few days ago, right? And I just got all these messages and all these tweets that was like, oh, he's an Aries, or I knew he was an Aries. And I'm just like, you know, well, what does that mean? So this is how these kind of conversations go with me, okay? It's like, am I into zodiac signs? I'm so into zodiac signs. I like all kind of signs, but yeah, I just love zodiac signs too. And yes, my moon is there. Wherever you just said it was is exactly where it is. And it's crazy because I just feel it. Like, I feel my moon sometimes and I'm just like, wow, like that's a moon. My Mercury or my Venus is, oh, I know, it's crazy because sometimes people think that I'm like I don't know, like black, and I'm like, no, I'm an Aries. Yeah, no, my best friend is a Pisces, and it's crazy because she doesn't even like fish. I know, yeah, because Aries is the ram, but I don't really like rams and goats and stuff, so I just, like, I wouldn't wear a ram shirt, you know? It's just not my thing. So I like pandas, so I kind of was thinking, like, if I could just make that like the new animal for me, like me, my Aries. Like, not everybody, unless everybody wants to do it. Like, if everybody likes pandas, then that's fine, but I'm just not a ram kind of girl, you know? Yeah, I'm so emotional because Aries are emotional. I know, right? And I'm also allergic to mushrooms, so I don't know if that's an Aries thing. Is it? It's not. It was a joke. It was a joke. I'm sorry. It was a joke. I don't want to talk about this anymore. But yes, if you guys enjoyed watching this video, please let me know in the comments. This was like a rant. I feel like I was really ranting in this. I had to, you know, get that out of my system, girl. Plus, I'm trying to keep it going with new content for you guys. So, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, please, and make sure you turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified when we post new videos on the network. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Toneclassic and Twitter. No. Fashion Lifestyle Blog. www.toneclassic.org. Thank you guys so much. I just appreciate every single one of you guys. I was in the comments earlier and I was looking and reading through, and I was enjoying myself. So thank you so much. We are a family on this channel. Don't you forget. Mother will remind you. And yeah, was that it? Yeah, I think that's it. So I'll see you all in the next video.